of Colombia. Colombia's history is a vibrant tapestry woven from indigenous cultures, Spanish colonialism, struggles for independence, and the complexities of modern nation building. Pre-Columbian era. Diverse civilizations thrive. Before 10,000 BCE, nomadic hunter-gatherers inhabit the region, leaving behind evidence of their presence in archaeological sites. First millennium BCE 16th century CE. Diverse indigenous cultures flourish, including the Misca, known for their goldwork and unique political system, the Tirona, skilled architects and agriculturalists, and the Quimbaya, renowned for their intricate gold and pottery. Spanish conquest and colonial rule 16th–18th centuries. 1499. Alonso de Ojeda becomes the first European to reach the Colombian coast. 1525. Santa Marta, the first permanent Spanish settlement, is established. 16th–18th centuries. Spanish rule brings about significant changes. Exploitation and disease. Indigenous populations are decimated by disease and forced labor in gold and silver mines. Transatlantic slave trade. Africans are brought as slaves to work on plantations, shaping the country's ethnic makeup. Catholicism and Spanish culture. The Catholic Church becomes a powerful force, and Spanish language and culture dominate. New Granada. The region becomes part of the Viceroyalty of New Granada, encompassing present-day Colombia, Panama, Venezuela, and Ecuador. Independence and the formation of Gran Colombia 19th century. 1810. Inspired by Enlightenment ideals and fueled by resentment towards Spanish rule, the people of Bogotá initiate the struggle for independence. 1819. Simón Bolívar, a Venezuelan military and political leader, secures a decisive victory at the Battle of Boyacá, paving the way for independence. 1819–1830. Gran Colombia, a republic encompassing present-day Colombia, Venezuela, Panama, and Ecuador, is established with Bolívar as its president. However, internal divisions lead to its dissolution in 1830. The Republic of New Granada and internal conflicts 19th century. 1831. The Republic of New Granada is formed, encompassing present-day Colombia and Panama. 19th century. The young nation grapples with political instability, marked by conflicts between liberals and conservatives, leading to several civil wars. 20th century. From coffee boom to internal conflict. Early 20th century. The Thousand Days War, 1899–1902, devastates the country. The loss of Panama in 1903 further fuels instability. Mid-20th century. The La Violencia period 1948–1958 witnesses brutal violence between liberals and conservatives, leaving deep scars on Colombian society. Late 20th century. The emergence of leftist guerrilla groups, right-wing paramilitaries, and drug cartels plunges Colombia into a complex internal conflict. 21st century. Seeking peace and progress. 2000s. Present. The Colombian government engages in peace negotiations with guerrilla groups, leading to a historic peace agreement with the FARC in 2016. Present. Colombia faces the challenges of post-conflict reconstruction, addressing social inequality, and combating drug trafficking. The country is also experiencing economic growth and is recognized for its cultural richness and biodiversity. Colombia today. A nation forging its future. Colombia today is a nation striving to heal the wounds of its past and build a more peaceful and prosperous future. Its vibrant culture, resilient people, and breathtaking landscapes make it a country with a rich history and a promising future. Successes. Colombia, a nation of vibrant culture and resilient people, faces a unique set of challenges but also boasts significant successes. Here's a closer look. Challenges. Post-conflict reconciliation and peacebuilding. Despite the historic peace agreement with the FARC in 2016, achieving lasting peace remains a challenge. This involves reintegration of ex-combatants, providing economic and social opportunities to prevent them from returning to armed groups. Addressing root causes of conflict, tackling issues like poverty, inequality, and lack of access to land and resources that fueled the conflict. Guaranteeing security and justice. Protecting communities from violence by remaining armed groups and ensuring accountability for past atrocities. Drug trafficking and organized crime. Colombia remains a major producer of cocaine, fueling powerful drug cartels and violence. This requires disrupting drug trafficking networks, strengthening law enforcement and judicial institutions to dismantle cartels. Providing alternative livelihoods. Supporting farmers in transitioning to legal crops and creating economic opportunities beyond coca cultivation. Addressing international demand, collaborating with consumer countries to reduce drug consumption. Inequality and social exclusion. Colombia grapples with significant economic disparities and social exclusion, particularly affecting Afro-Colombians and indigenous communities. This necessitates promoting inclusive economic growth, creating opportunities for marginalized communities through education, job training, and access to finance. Strengthening social safety nets, providing support for vulnerable populations through healthcare, housing, and social assistance programs. Addressing historical injustices, recognizing and rectifying historical discrimination and marginalization. Environmental degradation and climate change. Colombia, one of the world's most biodiverse countries, faces threats from deforestation, pollution, and climate change. This demands protecting natural resources, strengthening environmental regulations, combating deforestation, and promoting sustainable land use practices. Investing in renewable energy, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and transitioning to a low-carbon economy. Building climate resilience, implementing adaptation measures to mitigate the impacts of climate change on vulnerable communities and ecosystems. Successes. Economic growth and development. Colombia has experienced significant economic growth in recent decades, driven by sectors like tourism, services, and non-traditional exports. Democratic consolidation. Despite its turbulent past, Colombia has maintained a stable democracy with regular elections and peaceful transitions of power. Cultural richness and diversity. Colombia boasts a vibrant and diverse culture, with influences from indigenous traditions, African heritage, and Spanish colonialism. This rich tapestry is celebrated through music, dance, literature, and art. Biodiversity hotspot. Colombia is one of the world's most biodiverse countries, home to a vast array of ecosystems, species, and endemic plants and animals. Peace agreements and transitional justice. The peace agreement with the FARC, while facing challenges, represents a significant step towards ending decades of conflict. The transitional justice system, while imperfect, aims to provide truth, justice, and reparations to victims. Looking ahead, Colombia's journey is marked by both significant hurdles and remarkable achievements. By addressing its challenges head-on while building upon its successes, Colombia can continue its path towards a more peaceful, just, and prosperous future for all its citizens.